Welcome back. This week we have a very, very interesting character, my personal tattoo artist, Slim. We're here at the shop where he actually does all of the work, so thanks for joining me on this special segment. He's going to basically give us a breakdown on what he does, who he is. I'm going to show you guys a few clips of the work that he's done for me personally. Oh, here he is now. Hello. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Today's customer, hello. They're very, very busy. Join me on my mission. We're on our way inside now.
Come on in.
Yes, so this is the lair, the back. This is where it all goes down. Join me, guys. We're gonna head over to Slim's lair, the lab, where we're gonna see where he gets all his finest work done. My favorite tattoo shop for more than one reason, but this is the main one. This is gorgeous. So if you come here, you have to make sure that your tattoo, you have at least one picture with this Biggie portrait and your tattoo. I actually sat in this chair like 4 days ago when I got my actual tattoo done. Do we have a clip? Isn't it cute? It took us like 4 million months to get it organized and for me to actually get in to get it done, but he's, you know, for an artist, someone who has a crazy schedule, he was like extra patient with me. Like anybody else would have just been like, yo, just hit me up when you're ready, miss, because you know, you're just being mad annoying and you're harassing me every 5 minutes about a tattoo that you're gonna get 3 weeks from now. It's very annoying. So one thing I can say is have an idea of what you want and have the money and have.
Money is the most important thing.
Yeah. Before you even decide that you want to get something done, because it's annoying and it's stressful, and he was extra patient with me, so that, you know, awesome. I think it's more your personality that gets people to like work with you, but what is it, like, what do you think brings people to you?
My thought would be I'm more of the guy that is not really a tattoo artist. I'm more like a client and the artist, so I kind of know what the client wants because I know how I would want to be treated. So that's how I kind of look at it, like a customer service thing more or less than anything. Oh,
I hate customer service, by the way. But so he's saying he's not only the client, he's the player president. So.
Exactly.
But no, and that's one thing. I've never heard another artist, client, ink slinger say something like that. Like he kind of empathizes, so he's a little bit more patient, which brings him more business. Because if I know that you're gonna, you know, be nice to me, I'm gonna come back to you.
It's the least I can do for putting something on you for forever. So
yeah, and it looks awesome.
You trust
like
me.
This, everyone, all the artists here, they do great work. But I know Slim from Twitter. Like it took me like 3 or 4 months to even decide to like, okay, this is gonna be the person that I'm gonna get a tattoo from. I started following him on Twitter. I saw all of his his websites and all of the work that he does. What is it? Tattoo Slim?
TattooSlim.com. TAT2SLIM.com.
Yeah, on that website, amazing. He gives a brief bio of himself, everything. Like he lets you, you know, see into his mind before you give him your money. And I think that's what a lot of artists should do, and they don't, which is why they're, you know, not as popular and they're not as fun. From the ink that I just showed you that he did for me recently, it was well thought out. He did everything himself. Like he sketched it and we just went from there, and it didn't even hurt that much. I don't know, maybe I have a high threshold for pain, but it works. Well, what else is it that you think brings people to you aside from the word of mouth, which is a big
word
part
of mouth is definitely the biggest thing. For every one person I tattoo, that's a chance for at least 5 people to know about me. So as long as I leave them with a good idea of me, then hopefully that goes on. But I mean, I try to put myself out there. I try to go out, hand out business cards. I'm like a walking billboard when it's summertime, so people ask me where I'm getting my tattoos from. I say I've done my tattoos myself and give them a business card. So I mean, whatever works, I'm trying to do it.
All of his clients are like walking billboards, because I don't know anybody that has got the tattoo from Slim that has less than 3. And I'm living proof of the word of mouth thing, because I didn't know this guy at all, but he can't get rid of me now. So
the irony.
Yeah, how ironic. Is this your only shop? Like, have you worked in other shops? Do you? He actually owns this shop.
In Big Jazz, he's away right now in Germany, actually doing a show. So I'm holding it down while he's away. But this is my first. It will be my only shop. This is my hood. So I started in the house, in the basement, top floor. Some of y'all might have seen me there. Got tattooed. This is my first shop I came to. I've been here for now 2 years. Been tattooing for about 5 years.
Damn, that's it. You would have thought he was born with a tattoo gun in his hand the way he works. Like, wow. Oh, finish. I cut you off. I have a tendency to do that. But, yeah.
That's pretty much.
Okay. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to get a tattoo? They're not sure what they want. They know what they want. Like, should they start big, start small? What?
Well, do they have a tattoo already?
Let's say for someone who, you know, just a general person, they have maybe 1 or 2 small tattoos. Like, what would you, and they want something big, pretty, what would you tell them to do?
You want to have at least some kind of vague idea of what you want. So if you came across any images via the internet, or if you had like a book or something, you want to gather that together, and that's giving you some kind of inspiration for what you want. And then you bring it to me with your idea. We try to talk it out and work it out and make it flow with your body, so we get a general idea of what we're going to do. Then you give me some time to draw it out, and then the next thing it's on your body for forever.
So be sure.
Should be sure of what you want. I mean, it happens. People get cover-ups. You get your baby daddy.
I'm living proof of that cover-up thing as well.
You have the good sex that one night. You know what I mean? It might have been worth it for that time, but you get your...
Yeah, my cover-up, the one, actually the owner, Jazz, did my cover-up. Do we have a clip of that? Amazing, right? She can't even tell I had a tattoo there. That's how great they are. Like, I'm just so happy I got it covered up, and I'm very, very happy for the people who did it. We went through hell for me to get this tattoo, but it was worth it. How do you deal with it when it comes to the monetary aspect? Like people negotiating prices, paying for the tattoos, and what, how does it go?
Well, typically I like to start off by asking the person initially, what is your budget? People tend to be scared. They think that they might get beaten in the head if they say too much of a number and not have to pay that number. But I mean, typically I would charge maybe $2.50 an hour. So I mean, you can kind of gauge it like that. If it's something I like doing, you're probably gonna get a hookup. It really depends on what you want though. So I mean, you're gonna ask you what's your budget, and you're gonna be like, okay, I don't want to go over X amount. You stick to that. If you get what you want, then you get what you want. If not, then you don't have to pay it. So,
and just make sure that you tip. Tipping is to ensure promptitude. Is what tipping stands for. Tip. You're supposed to tip prior to a service being rendered, so that way you get a better service. But I mean, it's different with tattooing than it is with like food and hospitality. So I mean, that goes for anything: hair, nails, makeup, whatever. It's like sending a thank you card in advance. How important is it to make an appointment and to keep that appointment? Like, what if you're like 30 minutes late, whatever? Like, you get upset when people are late?
I do get upset, yes, because what happens is sometimes you set up an appointment for somebody and they come in late, and then that might ruin your appointments for the rest of the day, because now you're going to be overlapping. So you got to kind of think of that. Once again, it's like going to a doctor's office. Like, are you just going to walk into the doctor's office and expect for the doctor to see you? I mean, especially if it's a piece that is going to take some time for me to be drawn, and you want to be on time so that other people get a chance to get tattooed as well. So it happens, whatever. Just have the decency maybe to call ahead of time and be like, okay, I'm running a little late. And, you know what I mean? It'd be cool then. But no call, no shows, or saying you're going to come in and not come in, or cancel last minute. That's just rude, you know.
Yeah, that's for anything. Like, it's just common courtesy. All right.
My schedule is more important than your schedule.
Your schedule is the word.
I'm trying to make people happy.
Like, he really, I don't even know how he fits in time to like my tattoo. I didn't really get it the last minute, but we orchestrated it like a week before. And like I said, he was like super patient with me for like the past like 3 or 4 months. I don't know how he found the time. So if you're going to get a tattoo from this guy, at least have the courtesy to know what you want, have the money, and be on time. Everything else he'll take care of because he's slim. So he'll just do everything else. But just make sure that, you know, you're prepared. Like, because I've seen this happen a million times. Like, and they come in drunk to get a tattoo. Or, oh, I want to get a tattoo. Like, do you, like, if someone's drunk, and they're like, okay, I want to give you this money now. Like, do you just tell them to sober up, or?
Yeah, we don't want to really tattoo drunk people, because, I mean, that always ends up being a problem. Either they could pass out, or they'll end up throwing up, stumbling. So I mean, you don't want to be drunk walking into the tattoo parlor. Maybe if you want to get your tattoo and have a little beer while you're getting your tattoo, or a shot or something, and get drunk during, maybe, but being completely twisted and coming into a tattoo shop is not really a good idea, because chances are you're going to get a tattoo that you might regret.
Yeah.
It
like
happens
just
a lot.
be sober, have your life together, and make sure you eat first.
Definitely, you want to eat before you get tattooed. You want to keep your sugar levels kind of decent so you don't pass out. So if anything, just eat like a little Snicker bars and get like a Coca-Cola or something. So yeah, especially if you're gonna have a long tattoo session, you definitely want to have some food in your system.
Yeah, because I thought I was gonna pass out for the one that I have on my back, that thing. But I had a full meal. I love to eat, so you know it's never a problem. But how does tattooing affect your personal life? Like, what if you have a date? Like,
tattooing affecting my personal life. I don't have a personal life. Tattooing is my life, and this should go out to anybody who has any passion in what they're doing. You should know you'll become better if you dedicate what you do in your life. So, I mean, I spend a lot of time, I wake up in the morning thinking about tattoos, go to sleep thinking about tattoos, do tattoos through the whole day. Always looking at online at different people's tattoos, seeing what kind of manipulates. So, I mean, you get what you put in. So, you know what I mean? This is what I do. I've got to spend a lot of hours doing it. It's going to make me better if I'm going to keep on doing it. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Just like this show, Contessa Untamed is my love. It's been a long time coming, as I've said in previous shows, but I'm dedicating my heart, my time, like, no matter what you love it, just put your heart into it, because when it's all said and done, you know, that,
happy.
Yeah, you have to be. So what about like your dating life? Like, do you get to date? Like,
actually no, I don't date anymore. Pretty much the date right now is at the tattoo shop all the time. So I get to meet so many people anyway. It's like dating.
But that's not fun. Do you have any children?
I have 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Oh, now what about when they're like 18? Like, oh, I want to get tattoos. Like, what do you think about like?
Well, I can't really say I can deny it because I was 15 when I got my first tattoo, but I don't know, maybe them being around it so often as a child, they might not beast towards in that direction. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. Whatever. As long as they come to me and give me big money, I'm fine.
What about kids? Like, what is your, like, I don't even know what the legal age for tattoos are.
Legal age for tattooing in New York City is 18 years old with ID. Even if you're 17 and about to turn 18 next month, you're still not supposed to be able to get a tattoo. I mean, it still happens. Not here, it still happens, but you know what I mean, you want to have the mental capacity to know what you want anyway, so you should be older getting your tattoos, because chances are if you got your tattoos when you were 15, you might have some slight regret in it, but yeah.
Okay. What about like if someone comes in, like has anybody ever come and they wanted to cover up for something that you did? Like, I don't even feel comfortable saying that because I don't even think it's possible, but has it happened?
I have covered up names that I have done.
Okay, so names.
Yes,
so shit like that.
It hasn't been anything that's other than names that I've covered up other people's stuff, but on my own it's only been names so far.
How do you feel about covering up your own work? Is it like
that's the best client? That's the person who pays me the first time, and they're gonna pay me even more the second time for that cover up. So
pay for what you did.
That's good business. You gonna pay for what you did. That's the best business right there.
That's true. I know the people who come in, they bring their friends and all of that. Like, so it's word of mouth and you getting out there. But has it ever been a point where you're like, oh my god, there's no appointments? Like, you guys are always so busy, but has that ever happened? Like,
I mean, I usually tattoo every day, so I mean, when it does come to the point where it is kind of slow in the shop, I do feel like I want to kill myself. But I mean, you just gotta use your time wisely. If you're not doing anything, you should be doing something to step your game up at the next level. So in the meantime, you should be drawing, painting, Twittering, talking to people, trying to get them to tattoo, just promoting yourself pretty much in your downtime. You know what I mean? Idle time is supposed to help you grow. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I never really thought about it like that. Like, sometimes I do have idle time and I don't use it to my advantage as I should. But coming from someone who's much older than me, they, you know, it's good to advice. So that goes for me and all you viewers out there in TV and YouTube land. Looking around the Slim's lair, his lab, you see like a lot of Marvel characters like the Incredible Hulk and other people that I don't know because I don't follow comic books. Like, what's your favorite genre of characters? Like, what do you love to tattoo? Like, what do you, like, if someone comes in like, oh, I want this, you're like, oh, God bless you, kind of thing.
I'm a little nerd on a low, so I tend to have a nerdgasm when somebody comes in and wants, like, 8-bit characters from, like, video games or anything kind of pop culture orientated. I'm into doing stuff like that. Freaky, weird, strange stuff that not a lot of people are willing to go that route, but if they allow me to, I usually try to show up on it. Zombies, skulls, crazy bugged out stuff I pretty much like doing.
Yeah, I've seen the stuff that he's done to like zombies and skulls, and even roses. Like, he's freaked them out and he animates it. Like, he brings life to the ink. You want your tattoos to pop and to look alive, not just like some ink on your skin, because you know we all want tattoos for more than one reason, but one of my main reasons is that I know that a lot of my tattoos look better than other people who may have the same tattoo, and that's because Slim did it.
And that's the best feeling in the world.
It so is.
Better than other people's tattoos.
And especially if they have more tattoos than you, or they think that they know everything or whatever. It's just self-gratifying to know that your tattoos are better than someone else's. So gratifying. So it's like skulls, zombies.
Yeah, I'm into all that, video games, comic books, all that kind of stuff. Whatever can relate to that in any kind of way, like I'm down for that. We do a lot of traditional work here at the shop, like traditional Americana tattoos.
What's traditional Americana?
Pretty much like the old school. They call it old school, like the sailor tattoos, like from Sailor Jerry,
like
Ed Hardy, kind of pinup girls, stuff like that.
Okay.
We focus a lot on traditional here in GREENE Tattoo. We do black and gray also, which is like portraits and photorealism. Big Jazz, he does like a lot of that stuff too.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff that he's done. You can even tell the difference between the picture and what Jazz tattooed. Like it's that good. Like you just can't beat it. And then the fact that we're in Brooklyn. Now, as you can see, I do have a few tattoos, but I'm black. So how do you guys, like, is it hard to tattoo like black skin, darker skin? Like, is it, because I know some people, they feel kind of self-conscious about their complexion when they want to get a tattoo. I have a friend, he's really self-conscious, and he's like, well, I want to get some stuff done, but I don't know how it's going to come out, and they become scared. So how does that?
Oh man, well, I mean, everybody wants a tattoo. Not everybody needs a tattoo, or not everybody should get a tattoo. I mean, darker skin, you can still get tattooed. If your black is purple, then you can get tattooed, but it's going to be so hard to even see the ink, and you're not really even going to be able to see any details, so it's not going to be, you'll still be happy with it, I'm sure, because it's something new on your arm that's art anyway, but I mean, it's not going to be as vibrant. A lot of dark-skinned clients, they come in and they want all these colors, and I mean, you can get color on a tattoo, but is it going to look good? That's the whole point. So for darker skin, you tend to have to use a lot more black and heavier outlines and make it look a lot more bolder, as opposed to light colors and all that. That would look better on white skin, light skin.
Yeah. You know? So don't be jealous.
I'm not hating. Don't be hating on my light skin because my shit look flashy and all that. But you know, you can still get tattooed. Mine looks
flashy too, and I have a bit more pigment. Well, a lot more pigment than Slim. So don't be discouraged. There's something for everyone.
Absolutely. You just gotta choose the right thing for you that's gonna look good. Because I mean, darker skin. That's why tribal comes in. You know what I mean? A lot of darker skin get tribal because it pops out a lot better on the skin. It's a better contrast as opposed to something you'd be like, what is that? You can't really even see it. So, I mean, you just gotta.
But what is a tribal tattoo for people who don't know?
Tribal tattoos pretty much like designs, could be symmetrical, sharp designs that's just flowing with the body according to where it's positioned at on the skin.
I actually have a tribal on my waist. That was one of my first tattoos. It hurt like hell because I had a little bit of meat in my midsection. But suffice nonetheless, they do pop. Tribal tattoos pop. So I mean, even if you're light as hell, you're white as paste, you can still get a tribal tattoo. It's gonna look even better. But I mean, just gear yourself for whatever your complexion is or wherever your mind is at. Gear yourself for a tattoo that's gonna fit you, because you're gonna be stuck with it forever. Now you can go to these crackpot places that'll tattoo whatever on you because they want your money. They won't consult with you. They won't meet with you first. They don't really care. Whatever the case is, they'll see you on the bus and they won't even recognize you. But just know what you're getting yourself into, and that goes for everything. Like if you pick a hair color, you're picking something to wear, and it's a bright color. Like you know what colors work for you and what colors don't. So that's something that you want to take into consideration.
And I'm here to enlighten you if you don't.
Yeah, he's very good with that. I had like a million ideas of what I wanted to get when I left. It was the tattoo that I got was nothing like what I had envisioned. For the Candyland thing, I was gonna get the caterpillar thing, the board, but on my skin it would look like a gay caterpillar. It would look like the gay flag, but a caterpillar. It wouldn't look very appealing on me. So Jazz, the owner, he, we had a conversation about it. I argued and fought and kicked and screamed, but I eventually got something that I was happy with, because they cared enough to tell me this is gonna look stupid. He flat out said this is gonna look stupid. Like you have to be. You've
seen them on Twitter. You've seen the tattoos on Twitter. I know you've seen the tattoos on Twitter where you just retweeting and it's like, this is a fucking dumbass tattoo. People get these dumbass tattoos because the dumbass artist doesn't tell them any better. It doesn't even know any better. I don't even know why they would want to do that, because tattoos are supposed to be expensive. It's a tattoo. If you're going somewhere and you're getting cheap work, you know what I mean? I started off, I was doing cheap work when I was working out of the house, but I mean, I don't think I was that bad when I was started, but I see a lot of people, you'll be like, okay, I only paid $15 for this tattoo. Why are you charging me $100 for this? I mean, there's a difference, you know what I mean? You're paying for the skill that all the stuff that I learned about, you know what I mean? That's what you end up paying for. You're paying for experience. That's why it can be expensive. Now, although there are tattoo shops that you can go into and get beat in your head too when you get shitty work, you gotta think of it, if you was gonna go to a doctor or somebody who's gonna do like your surgery or something, you want a cheap surgery? I mean, you might get a good job done for damn near nothing, but I mean, the odds of that happening is pretty slim.
In his Twitter bio, at tattoo, TAT2 slim on Twitter, in his bio, like months ago, it said like tattooing your girl's ass. Like, is there any body part that you won't tattoo?
Yeah, I'm not tattooing no dicks. I'm not gonna have no balls, no man ass. We have artists here that can do that for you. I'm just not the person to do it, because I want to feel comfortable in my canvas. So
yeah,
I mean, if you want your dick tattooed, somebody in here can tattoo your dick. Just not me. So
yeah,
that's pretty much it. I've tattooed pretty much everything else besides that.
Oh wow. So he's like a tattoo artist / gynecologist / psychotherapist kind of thing. He's like a Renaissance man. That's awesome. So like, if a girl wants her like a boobs or her ass tattooed, or she wants something on her pussy lip or something, and her boyfriend's here, like,
oh no, boyfriend, you're gonna have to stay up in the front. You can wait, because I don't need your boyfriend breathing down my neck.
Yeah,
you get to enjoy it later on. So you know what I mean. Just wait for it.
I've just been curious about that, because I've seen some of the work that he's done on like the nether region and the boobage, and I'm like, are they single women with these things, or like how does that go?
Yeah.
So the men you wait in front.
Yeah, you're gonna wait up front. No guys allowed in the back unless you get a tattoo anyway. So.
Oh damn. Okay. Yeah. So when it
alpha male situation going on right here.
Yeah, this is his lair. Like you can't fuck with the lair. All of these action figures will come to life.
I'm highly professional though, so you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, he doesn't want your woman at all. But
we'll go past the number.
What? Oh, I get it.
That was for the cameras.
Sicko. Okay, Slim, I want to thank you again for joining me on this week's episode of Contessa Untamed. Guys, you can follow us both on the Twitters. The names are at the bottom of your screens.
There's a white guy flashing us right now.
Yeah, you can't see him, but he's there. He has a very big belly. Our Twitter's at the bottom of your screen. At the end, you'll get all the information for Slim, his contact info. In the beginning, the shop's phone number is in the beginning. So feel free to call, make an appointment, come down. The 52 bus comes right here. If you're in Brooklyn.
See a G train, Clinton, Washington, pretty much right around everything. So.
Easily fucking accessible by everything.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows the A train. Unless you're in another state.
No excuse to be going downtown to those bullshit ass tattoo parlors.
That's where I went for something that I have. Yeah, I went down there for something that I have. They were okay. It was mediocre work.
Yeah, I've got tattooed downtown before I was a tattoo artist, and I mean, in comparison, you know what I mean, this is a lot more of a professional environment. It's a lot more comforting.
They're not selling sneakers and jewelry and perfume when you walk in, and then you gotta go to the back to the artist.
Shop.
It's tattoos only. Do you guys do piercings?
We don't do piercings.
No piercing, so it's strictly tattoos.
We can tattoo a piercing on you though, and make it look realistic.
Shit, I think I might be doing that after we finish this segment. Damn it! But yeah. Guys, thanks for watching. Again, if you have any questions or any comments, concerns, you want to consult with Slim, all the info is going to be at the bottom of your screen and at the end of this show. So stay tuned for the scrolling credits. Again, thanks for watching. Have a good one.